All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. Got a real treat here. I've got a 2019 Acura TLX A-Spec. We're looking at it. It's my buddy Matt's car. So he offered this up for us to take a look at it and get inside and drive it, and we'll just do a quick walkthrough video and kind of show the ins and outs of the car and the trunk size, the engine size, and go from there. This is his daily driver that he's had for the last couple years now. And it's been a fun car to drive from what I've heard from you. Yeah. Steering feel, you really like the transmission on it. It does have an 8-speed dual clutch transmission, so real crisp and responsive. But yeah, this is the A-Spec, so it's a little bit rarer than just the base model. Comes with a few extra options on it. It's got the nice little diffuser down there. Of course, you always have little things you can pick from the dealer. This one, it came with a nice little black wing there. It's got the black top. He does have some of these little shaders on the side here too, which that's from WeatherTech. But yeah, it's got the little A-Spec badge here on the corner, which I think is really cool. It does come with the 19-inch wheels here. I believe they're 245 19, and he's got some Continentals on here, the Continental Control Contact Sport. But these are new tires, and he really likes them. They handle pretty well. But yeah, it's got a nice I think those wheels have a nice color on them for sure. Very nice looking car. One thing I like about the TL here is, or the TLX, excuse me, is this hood. They have this little angle here that kind of pumps it up a little bit and makes it definitely look way more aggressive, like especially from this front angle here. Just looking at that's a pretty good look. But yeah, so let's go ahead and pop the hood, take a look on the inside, see what we have. All right, right there. This is a 2.4 liter. It's a 4-cylinder 2.4.
I can find my panel.
There we go. So this here has 206 horsepower, and it does have, I'll put the stats up there so you can view it, but it does have 186 pounds-feet of torque. I'll have the correct number up there if that's wrong. It does have a brake actuated limited slip differential. It is front wheel drive. It's a front wheel drive model. They did not make, as far as to my knowledge, a all-wheel drive 2.4 liter A-Spec. So, but yeah, for a little 2.4 liter 4-cylinder, it's still pretty peppy too. So you get, and it's a little bit better on the fuel mileage than the larger V6 that the A-Specs had back then too. This is before the Type S came out, so this was kind of the top model that you could get during this time in 2019. But yeah, it comes with the, was this five LED, or those are projector headlights, 5 each there, which I always thought looked really cool. Has a cool design there. But yeah, a lot of room in the engine bay here, so it's easy to work on. Give you a good look at that. It's got the little strut bar up there for stability and rigidity. Yeah, rigidity, there we go. But yeah, so that's the engine bay. We'll go take a look maybe at the trunk, see the trunk space, and then we'll look on the inside. I don't know if that got down all the way there.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and pop the trunk. I guess you do it right there.
Buttons on the right, slightly right.
Where you pop the trunk, there's a little button right here. Of course, if you have keys in the pocket, it'll allow you to pop it. Looks like this is a WeatherTech thing, so it probably doesn't come stock, but I think even from the dealers, they give you these type of options and stuff like that. But yeah, you get a lot of space in here. I do believe you do get a pass-through too. I'll check that when we look in the back. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you actually get them from here.
Oh, you can get it right there. So
you pull that guy,
release it, and then
on this side you would.
There it is.
Go all the way down.
So it's got a pass-through. Looks like you have 2 releases here too, on both sides.
Seats and one for the one.
Yeah. So this releases
the right side.
The right side. So you can do a full pass-through. And this one here comes with kind of a part leather and suede, it looks like, too. So it's a little softer feel. But yeah, this is your room in the back seat. I can climb back here and kind of show. I'm about a 5'11" guy here. Plenty of room for your legs. Not a whole lot back here, no USB or anything like that for charging, but you have your climate control. He's a little bit bigger than me, you know, but yeah, it's
the seat's all the way back right now, so
because you drive that, yeah,
pretty tight. Yeah, if it was kind of,
but I mean, it's not bad. As you can see, I mean, I'm a regular sized dude and I can easily fit back here, so you can see what he looks like. He's a little bit taller than I am. You kind of get a look there, yeah. I mean, decent size for a regular sedan. Not bad. And of course, on this, you have the little lock button. Put your hand there, it'll unlock. You have it on all four. Your key is in your pocket. You can do it that way. But yeah, so the inside here for the front, this is the steering wheel here. Kind of get an idea of the room size here. Headroom feels pretty good. I mean, again, I'm not a huge guy, but I'm not super small either, and there's plenty of room. Head's not hitting the ceiling. Yeah, very, very roomy, and very sleek design. Like Acura's been kind of accused, or not accused, but just had some negative reviews on how noisy some of these, especially like my TL, these like panels are here with tons of buttons. As you can see, not a whole lot going on here. Very easy, simple to use. Not a button mash of things like Acura was known for over the last 2 decades. So definitely a lot simpler, a lot easier to understand. But yeah, so yeah, we'll take it out for a spin maybe and go from there. All right, so yeah, it has the push button start. We'll fire it up and see how it sounds. I'm actually gonna get out. I'm gonna have him start it, and we'll get up back by the exhaust so we can hear how it starts up here and how it sounds. So give it a...
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead. That's the exhaust there. It's a pretty nice tone. Very, very classic Honda Acura tone. But yeah, it's got a good sound there. That's the little cold start. All right. So we'll put it into sport mode. This is how you change your mode, the dynamic mode. So you can kind of switch through. That's econ. So that's your fuel efficiency, normal, sport, and then we'll drive it in sport plus. Give it a shot. All right, so we'll buckle it in and get going here. Just kind of get a feel of how it drives. So let's see. S is drive. Looks like. So this does have a dual clutch transmission here. So the steering feel, I can already tell, is nice and tight. Reminds me of my Acura TL. I really feel like Acura picked up the steering feel on most of their cars after like 03. 04, they started making a lot of their luxury sedans have a better steering feel than the old. So, but yeah, we'll take it out and see how it sounds. I might give it some gas here. It's got that limited slip, but yeah, 206 horsepower. Give it some gas here around the corner. Sounds pretty nice. It's got a good tone to it. That very, very famous K24 motor. It's a great motor. It's Honda's had it for decades now. But yeah, like it's yeah, it's a great motor. People love it. I love it. Very reliable, and obviously people modded them up the gazoo, insane things to them. But I mean, it's just a really good bulletproof motor, and getting over 200 horsepower, naturally aspirated. A little 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine. That's pretty impressive. And as you can see, that is a pretty accurate average of the fuel mileage he gets. most of your commute is pretty highway driven, but almost 27 miles to the gallon is pretty good. And you do kind of have a little bit of a lead foot, is you know, not totally, but I'm sure somebody could even pull off, you know, getting even more mileage if you really wanted to baby the mileage on it. There's I definitely felt the VTEC kick in there. It kicks up and gets that horsepower or that RPM, and then I felt a second initial VTEC kick in, which is definitely a noticeable power increase, which is nice. But yeah, the steering feel on this is very, very, very nice. It's a sporty feel. Obviously, this is the A-Spec. I can't speak to all the models. I haven't test drove all the base models or anything like that, but I would think that they would still have similar feel. The steering wheel on it is a nice size. It's a great look, and does have the paddle shifters here too, so if you really wanted to feel like you're going into race mode, you definitely could. Now obviously 206 horsepower isn't super powerful. It's not like this car is gonna be, you know you're gonna be taking it to the track or anything like that and blowing people's doors off. So but
unless you want to get your butt kicked.
Well, yeah, I mean, but it does feel very peppy for the specification that it has. It doesn't feel underpowered at all driving this car. And I mean, I just literally stepping on it when I did. You definitely have power when you need it. Get on the highway, feeling that is, I mean, it's comfortable, and man, it drives smooth, drives comfortable. It feels great. This is a great feeling luxury sedan. And if you're looking for something that's just simple like that, good gas mileage, gonna be reliable, but still has enough power to be pretty fun, this is a great option. And as Matt has it here as his daily driver, last couple years, it's been a great reliable car for him. So
yeah, it's had zero issues,
and he has a little bit of fun getting to work every single day, which that's kind of the goal, right? It's kind of feeling like you have something that's got a little bit more under the hood, and this kind of does that with not much to a smaller motor. Honda gets so much power out of these tiny motors, and this is a big car. It's 3,500 pounds. It's a decent weighted car, but yeah, we'll give it a little gas there too. I mean, it picks up like the transmission. I can see what you're saying about the transmission. It really knows where the power band is and gets you there. And that 8-speed, it makes this car do more with less.
I also like how it has both Sport and Sport Plus mode. So, well, it has obviously 4 modes, but those two, there's different times when I'll be like, hey, I want to feel a little bit more sporty, but I don't want it to just be, revved in the power band all the time.
Right.
And then when I'm like, for a short period of time, I'd be like, man, I know this road really well. I like this area. I want it to be in Sport Plus and just go
kick it into that
really
mode.
So then it just stays, right in the power band.
Right in the power band. I see that. I'm not giving it a whole lot of gas, but it is it's keeping it right there. Yeah, it's right at 3,500 RPMs. Like, so if I were to floor it, it's ready. It's ready to go. Yeah. But yeah, so we'll do one more little pull here and see how it goes.
You actually can go left and if you do a big loop if you want.
Okay, we could do that.
Because this is
it does have hill assist, so it was braking for me there as I was rolling back. We're gonna go left here. Yeah. Let's see. All right, we're good here. Do a little. We'll give it. So there, it kicks into gear. I mean, it very quick gear changes. That's a good feel. I mean, man, 206 horsepower, and you do feel like you have more than that. And it feels good. It's smooth, and the gear shifts are very, very like quick, and how would you say, not interrupted. So you're always getting that power, it feels like. Where in some cars, it's like, and then you upshift and oof, you got to get back into the power band. This thing is just, you're going. It's pretty nice. It's a good feeling car. And like, I think the best way to describe it is getting more out of less. And that's a great way to go. So, but yeah, this feels good. It's a good feeling car. All right, we'll do a little pull out here again. It's kind of up the hill, so we can, all right, give it some gas. Even uphill, I mean, there's that VTEC that kicks in there. bad. It definitely has a lot of power for what it's got. I mean, it feels great.
The other thing that's cool is I like the sound of the motor in the cabin.
It does sound really nice. Inside here, it has such a good tone.
Yeah.
It's that K24 motor that I mean, obviously they kept perfecting it over the years, but it has a really good sound. This does come with the standard options. It's got the blind spot awareness here, a little light that comes on if somebody's there so you can't change the lane. It's got on both sides there, obviously. It does have lane departure. Does have traction control, standard traction control. You can turn that off. And like I said earlier, it does have hill assist too, so it does kind of brake for you so you don't roll back.
It also has crash mitigation, so it'll flash on like a heads-up display if you're coming up to a vehicle and it senses that you're coming too quickly, which is pretty nice in stop-and-go traffic.
That's standard on it as well. It's a nice feature to have. It's kind of like a detect system. Does it? I don't know if it actually brakes for you though.
It does, yeah.
It does brake for you too.
It will, you can turn it on and off, but if you're coming up to something and it senses you're going to collide,
it has automatic braking. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty cool too. I do see on your cruise control too, it looks like it has pacing too, so it won't let you get closer to somebody ahead of you. It'll slow you down.
It also, if you put it on cruise control, and you can set it so that it will basically like partially steer for you.
Oh, okay.
It'll actually
keep you in the lane and stuff.
Okay. And warn you if you're going out, things like that.
So yeah, it's got a lot of the new, more modern features. Obviously, it's six years old now. It's 2025 already, but and a lot of those were not necessarily back in 2019 just a standard option either. So now a lot of the stuff, a lot of the new cars just in general are coming with that. But for a 6-year-old car now, it's nice to have those things on there as an option. So one thing that comes with this option too, you do have Android Auto. It is a wired version, but you connect up to your phone, and that is not the stock navigation. That is your Google Maps there, and it's fully connected up to its phone calls, all that stuff. So
then you also have Spotify and all the other apps that come with it you can navigate through.
So your music, all that stuff, it's fully connected, just a standard Android Auto connection. So that's kind of cool too. So just wanted to highlight that. But yeah, so it's basically the walkthrough here. You kind of look at how the car is, and if you're interested in one of these, you can kind of get a better understanding of how it drives, how it looks, how it feels, the size inside and everything. It's the basic walkthrough. Appreciate you guys watching, and definitely hit the subscribe button if you can. Appreciate that, and we'll see you next time.